All right, my friends, hello, and welcome once again. Havage is here, and I am so happy to hopefully have you in. Come on in, join the chat if you aren't already. If you're watching this on YouTube, hey, what's up, YouTube? Love you guys too. You've been so supportive. I really do appreciate that, and I hope this particular edition is particularly fun. We're only at 1% sugar, so just a little bit of sweet. But we are going to hopefully go take down the dragon, and this was a departure, so my apologies right up front. Any of you guys that have been listening to me say, yeah, this is going to be the stream when we do Stardew Valley, I definitely want to. I just didn't have the time. It would have either required me starting my day at like 6 a.m. this morning, and I stayed up pretty late hanging out with one of our buddies in a different stream, and wasn't getting up at 6 a.m. today to get that going. So I didn't have enough time to go before the World Cup match, and don't have the 4 hours I need before I got stuff going on this evening. So instead, we'll squeeze in whatever we can and give full due to Stardew Valley tomorrow, Wednesday. That's the 30th of November, right? So we still got a day. We're not into a holiday countdown quite yet, but that's the plan. Let's go fight a dragon. Let's start this world up, and I gotta get this out of the way. There we go. Got the tunes going. All right, Necrophagia Taco, that's our world. Let's go. Of course, here in Colorado, we got a little bit of snow overnight. We didn't get too much. I was talking to my family back in the Midwest. They got, I think, more than we did. Inches? It got real pretty. It had been like just little kind of light meh snow and giving us just a dusting yesterday. But when I was up watching some other streams, it finally turned into big fluffy flakes right as I was going to bed. Way too late. And yeah, it was beautiful. Wish we gotten a little bit more, but it has already kind of gotten bright outside, so the clouds are lifting. I think we're done with it. And it's supposed to warm up over the next few days and be pretty nice over the weekend. So, all right, I think, do we have anything in here? Because we did elect to go to the overworld instead of... Why is there a spider? What? Must be outside. Okay, never mind. Fairy! Hey, how's it going, Fairy Floss Monster? Welcome, as often is the case. I'm so happy you're back again. Thank you. Hope you're feeling better. Our friend Fairy here was a little under the weather yesterday, and that was no good. All right. It's the bow. That is our sharp sword. Trying to think, we got to pack up a little bit. We got two things. If we're going to pull all this off, we got a few things that we want to do. But things that we probably aren't going to need are snow boots, leads, shears. We'll want that. We will want that. Not that. Probably a lot of those. Yeah, enough that I'll hang on to that. That never leaves. I don't know that we need extra buckets. I don't think we're going to be going after bees. Poison shouldn't be a factor. And we can even drop that off. And what I'm going to do, I'd already had this thought, is we're just going to make a dump chest here right in the middle of the room, because this is all important stuff, and I really do want to carry it around. But it doesn't help us in the dragon fight, and we want to maximize our ender chesting. We do want that. This doesn't need to be here. Okay, we got one each of the axe pick and shovel. Couple torches. We'll get some more stone. Let's keep that. I've got carrots in the ender chest already. We've got some apples. then no, you are not remembering wrong. My tweets mentioned it, and I just mentioned it right before you got here, Ferry. I just don't have a big enough window. I absolutely wanted to, but I also don't want to do an injustice to Stardew Valley. And with it being the couple days and then the Monday and not knowing what's coming up in the rest of that stream, I want to give it a full 4 hours. Today, at the very maximum, I will have 3.5, and I don't think I'm going to go quite that long. It's probably going to be closer to 3. So instead of selling Stardew Valley short, which doesn't get as many days in the rotation, we're just going to slot it back till tomorrow and do it then. So I apologize for the confusion. I know a lot of people, I told them that. It had been my plan. Time just got too short, and not going this morning, going in the afternoon window instead. That was the way it ended up. So... yeah. Okay. We will take these, and I'm going to put... Let's do this. Put that in there, because I think we're building up stone out here. There we go. 2 stacks of stone for moving around blocks. And then we've got all this cobble, wherever it is over here, that we can use. Now, got to get potions. We got to get a lot of stuff here. So, assuming we fight the dragon, we are going to need not water breathing, not fire, not regen, really. Used to use a lot of regen. We're going to need slow falling, and we don't want to run short of that at all, so we'll go ahead and take a full 6. These are shorter, right? They're 4 minutes. That gives us 24 minutes of dragon fighting slow time. You know what? Whatever. Just do that. And then we'll take 3 strengths. It should be way, way, way overkill on our dragon fight, but that's fine. Next up, we will drink some potions, get some bottles. We just got to remember to get the dragon's breath in the bottle. Go for that. That'll take care of kind of the dragony fight stuff, except we still do need to get more pearls, and we need to be able to switch those pearls into eyes. So we do need some blaze powder. Let's go ahead and bring that many along. Okay, so we make the eyes ender, we throw them up in the air, we follow them, we go to the end stronghold, wherever it may be. We go down, find the room. Pretty basic at that point, right? We're building some stairs, we're just overworlding, adventuring, following the eyes of ender to get to the deal. Yeah, Dragonflight Fairy. So we go find the beacon. We got to have up to 12 Eyes of Ender left at that point. So the first thing we're going to do is actually go to the Nether, go back to that little crimson or warped forest, I think. Try to find some more Endermen, get up a bunch more Ender Eyes or Eyes of Ender pearls, make them into eyes. I want to have about 20 of them. Then we go do our trip. We get to the portal, we light it, we jump through. Boom, we land on a platform, and almost always that platform is floating away from the main island for me, so we have to pillar over. That's why we have so much block here. When we get where we're going to set all this stuff up. Go in, fight the dragon. I've done it a lot. It can get dangerous, can get out of control, but if we don't do anything too stupid, like running out of slow fall potion and getting popped up in the air and falling and dying, which is probably the most recent I've had, or getting, just totally bad luck and hit with a dragon while we're trying to get off the pedestal and onto the island. That can also happen. Any of those things, we're in really big trouble. Other than that, though, dragon fight, it's fun, it's awesome, it's intense. Hopefully we get a big old crew here to fight and have a party while we take it down. Then we get the egg. We'll need torches for that. We will then portal over, use more blocks there, and if we run out of these, if we need to make enough bridges or whatever, we will start with harvesting and using some end stone as needed. That's plenty to get us going safe and over to the island. From there, we're looking for a city. We're going to run around in the end, which is basically just full of Endermen. Get to an end city, and super fingers crossed, we're going to get a bunch of shulkers and hopefully find a ship so that we can get our elytra and start harvesting up gunpowder and stuff to fly around in this world. So that's our plan. The things that we want, in addition to the things that we've got right now, I want to bring an anvil so that we can put unbreaking and mending on our wings. Even though we're not going to have a ton of rockets, and I don't have any supplies, so we're not going to be flying around in the end. So I guess that maybe doesn't matter too much. Won't matter. We just won't use the wings. We will bring them back, but we do. So there I go to make an anvil. We do want to make. What do we do with that wood? There. We do want to make a crafting table, and that will allow us to make shulker boxes out of chests. And speaking of which, let's bring at least one chest, right? We'll have enough treasure rooms in the end cities to probably shuffle stuff around. But with one chest and 2 shulker shells, we can make a shulker box, and then we can clean up our inventory even further, getting rid of any excess blocks. So those 2 are important. And I really probably should just bring more chests, but I don't know if we have any extra laying around. Chests? I think we've used them, right? So that's fine. We're all good there. Fair, you play this a lot. What am I missing anything no-brainery here? Our tools and our weapons are all good. I got 14. 3, 6. So that would not get me done. But I think we want to make a portal. Yeah, before we do anything, let's go downstairs, get more obsidian so that we can make a portal in the stronghold room. When we very first get there, we'll do the same. Excuse me, same old deal. Note the coordinates, put up the portal, light it, and leave it unused until we've gone through and fought the dragon. But then when we finish that dragon fight, the credits roll and we're all happy and yay, we will drop back to our spawn, which is just over in the savannah, probably close to up above us, but in that area, and we will whatever. What are we gonna do then? Oh yeah, then once we come back over here, we'll go into the nether, go to those coordinates, and make a quick nether connected connection to our end stronghold. So then we can go back and look for more cities, respawn dragons, make an enderman farm, all that good stuff. Much more easily than having to hike all around. And okay, I do have it. So this is a little bit backwards. Yeah, I think I would normally do it. At least this is much, much, much more quick. Yeah, I'm kind of with you. And I'm not trying to do anything too crazy. I'm trying to be so often I get out there and I'm like, oh, I should have brought that. Come on. Whatever that might have been. You'd think for all the times I'd have it down, have a good packing list. But the other piece is normally when I go do this, my gear is not this good, right? We got so lucky with those books. Normally I'll get, the mending or something, a couple of them, or not have the mending, and have just set up a XP farm, and then I'll roll from there. So, anything exciting in your world today, Fairy? Been having fun, doing anything cool? Or was it back to the ground now that you're feeling better? Let's go here. Thanks again. Kind of spoke to the YouTube folks right at the beginning, but the other piece I wanted to get there is shout out to all the folks watching the Twitch VODs. Not necessary, maybe can't make it live, timing doesn't work out, whatever. Hey, that happens to all of us. But you guys have been so supportive on the VODs, watching all the stuff that's already out there. I really do appreciate you guys. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And if you're just dropping by, you're browsing the directory and stopping by to say hello, hey, what you think about going ahead, hitting that follow button, jumping in here in the chat with us, and saying hello. We'd love to get to know you and have you be a part of this little dragon fight adventure. So come on in, sit right down, get your snacks, get your comfy slippers on if it's snowy outside like it is in my part of the world. If I have 18 each, I should be good, right? And if this is lava, should be able to get it. There we go. All right, that's 32. That's 16 each. 6, 5 on the side. I think that's fine. And we can always get more if we need it for the nether part. This is just for the above the world part. All right. So I think we're packed, right? It will throw these in the ender chest as well. Not much, right? Pretty well behaved. You said that there was I think it was a Colorado basketball recruit that said that when he announced his intent to come play on go to school at the University of Colorado and play on their basketball team. It's like, yeah, hey, and if you run into me, around campus or anything like that, don't worry, I don't bite much. Just left it hanging out there. I was like, oh, that is so awesome. Good job, dude. Put that in the push it down the hill side. All right, to the nether for more pearls. We'll hope that goes quick. Yeah, I'm sure. I don't know. Well, I hope we see Jenny. I hope she's not too bummed. I kind of doubt she is. The Wales England game. England's tough. Oh, what? First of all, I wasn't even supposed to come back through a portal. I don't know why I did. Oh, because I walked over to the other one. Shh. All right. Warped Forest. Right here. Yeah, let's go get them. They're not slime balls, which we also need, especially if we're ever going to get you a frog, but not today. Today we got dragons to slay. And again, I hope that's consolation. Those of you guys that may be showing up expecting Stardew Valley, I do apologize. I'm trying to be fair to the game I love, even though I know it's kind of making me incorrect in what I'd said as far as, oh, this is what I think we're going to be doing today. And I do apologize for that, because I think that's kind of rough, right? Like, okay, you're gonna do this in a couple days, and if you're busy with work or whatever, maybe you can't pick all the times. Maybe you were either trying to move things around to be able to be around for the Stardew stream, or there's one, or something. Here we can go. Wow, I should be a little more careful. I'm just coming to get nether so I can cross the other way. Not even paying attention to what I'm walking on. So that turns into basalt, and we don't want that. That looks like a little old island, but is this one bigger? We really... I think going back this way and getting over to that is probably the best. Best we can hope for, right? 'Cause it's kind of... We could go up on that hillside, but that's not exactly what we want. Alright. Here. Yeah, out to there. Well, yes, you do. But again, that's why I was like, no, don't do it now, man. I have no idea. I don't know, some of the streamers I've seen, there's something about like lava slimes or regular slimes or something making frog light farms. Where'd you go? Oh, this is... $14? I think we had... Okay, enough of the noise, man. You're already dead. Speaking of dead, I don't want to be. That didn't work real well for my crit. And getting a lot of random blocks. All right, 19. This is going. I don't want to really fall in the hole or anything. Can I get over there? Look at this. Okay. Now where we go? I should mark that. My feet sound like I'm clomping all over the place. Did I already get... grab up a few of these. They are kind of nice to keep the hogs at bay. And this looks kind of troublesome, so we'll just do that. Ooh, spooky wind. Well, that stinks. I thought I saw some up here, and I was like, oh, I don't want to look at them and have them teleport all over the place and then hit me when I'm not ready. Way up there. Oh, how about you? Come here. I didn't know they take fall damage. Oh, now I hit another one. Go. There. And then where was that other one that was hanging out that I was afraid to look at? Five, 21. Hey, that's good. Let's go. Maybe we'll run into some more on the way home. By chance. Up the vines. I love how these look. They're so amazing. Oh yeah, the two woodsy biomes. I really like this color scheme too, but as it gets later, I do like the crimson-y one more. It's just so scary early with those hogs. Gathering mission is pretty much done. Go drop off all this extra stuff that we accumulated. Eye up the pearls. And hope we've got enough to make our way to the stronghold and then light it up. Alright, here we go. There, a little bit there, a little bit there, and all of this we've just been dumping in randomly. I think everything else we do want. And top off that. I think, just in case, I can't see this being a huge deal, but just in case we do get short. Nope, not there, here. Let's bring some logs and some coal. We can make more torches if we have to. Also, if we find ourselves far from home and all that, we can make new boats and whatnot. And then, speaking of boats, man, how am I so short on wood? Look at us. We have, like, no logs now. We live in a jungle, for Pete's sake. Alright. Two should get us there just fine. We'll maybe sleep here before we go. And those all get consolidated down. Extra blaze powder. I think we'll need more, but just in case. Spare boat. And these planks we're actually going to leave here. All right. I really don't need any potions. This is not the chest. Okay, sleep and go, right? Yeah, yes, the way they stock up. Oh, yeah. Have the trees all the way up. Yep, I love it too. All right, so here's the deal. Let's go. I don't think I'm even going to bring the chest boat because odds are we're going to have to go overland and who knows where. So we're just going to come over here where it's nice and open, throw our first eye, and see which way we're headed. Speaking of which, let's get out away from the building. This way. There it is. Didn't break. All right. So this is southwest, I believe. Southwest is our bearing. We know we can kind of boat there for a while. We don't know how far we need to go. That pearl definitely went off, so a little ways to go. And I think we'll do around this way. All right, because we know the ocean goes down. We'll probably go over like to the old village and throw another one that way and then see. I like to go big hops early to preserve the pearls or eyes and if it turns around and puts us back the other way, then we're already defined which way we're gonna go. But throwing one every 50 blocks, you're just going so slow, and if you're cutting through biomes and all that, can be a little painful. About the biggest potential issue would be if we end up with a stronghold under the ocean. It's not impossible. It's certainly doable, but I didn't bring the stuff to easily get that done. Basically, we'll just find shore or make a little island, stack 4 blocks around a cavity up through the water, fill it and empty it, put a ladder all the way back, and just go straight down. I don't know if they made that less common. Excuse me. Way back, some of the first times that I tried to go find the dragon, long, many years and versions ago, I ended up with like a string of water ones. I didn't know any tricks. This was way before I knew anything about YouTube and all that. I'm like trying to causeway stairs and stuff down through it. It was awful. But hopefully not too much here. I think it just makes sense to go back, and this may be a little bit too far west. We may have veered a little bit, but it's a good landmark. We can build off of. Now are we all the way back over here? Kind of feel like this is, except it's so cliffy. Remember when we were first starting this? Nothing had a low beach. Everything was big old hills. There's our little villager breeding, the big triangular roof that doesn't look like every other village building. Again, we don't have to go directly into town to see them. Just a nice clear spot. Okay, we did get a bit out of range, but that's nice. That means we've already kind of got a point defined, right? So now we just remember there was ice back at this end of this little inland sea type area. So we'll just go to the next shoreline and know that if we get all the way back towards base, we've gone too far, right? I'm gonna kind of just tack like a boat heading into the wind back and forth. But I mean, it could be right out in the middle here. Although that one took off into the distance pretty well. This is totally going to be the old kick in the sensitive areas when it turns out that we have to go into snow and I don't have any leather boots. How easily could that happen? But we do have looting on our sword, so if we ran into that, we could go find some cows and probably get our leather pretty quickly. Just coming here to try to get out of the trees when we throw our next one. See if it wants us to go straight south or still curving. Got it. Haven't lost a one. All right, so we're gonna go out and beyond that point. In fact, here, there, there. More trees. Once we get into the trees, that's when we're going to start losing these pearls. Let's go here. I think this will give us the best chance of recovering. Seeing where it goes. Oh. Oh, okay. So kind of right between those two. See it? 20. I thought I saw it drop, not break. There it is. Ice. Icebound. Oh, polar bears. He could be interesting. And that one has a kid. Oh. All right. Well, it could be wet then. Can I throw pearls underwater? I haven't really tried. I think this is about halfway. There. Here. This is going to be messy. Ugh. Alright, let's... Hang on. Still haven't lost an eye, or a pearl. Eye. Pearl. Eye. Yet. So there's that. Alright, we get all that cleaned up. Is this lava? Be lava. Yeah. Sorry, kelp. Let's not stand on it. Awesome. It's getting nightish. Oh. Sounded breaky. Also seemed kind of right here. Kind of a long, annoying process. But I am glad to have that lava right here so we can just clear all this and then get going. Ugh. Oh, I should have brought some glow locks. All right. Oh, that was a bubble. Damn it. Oh, man. They're like all breaking. I can't see. That one seems like it's floating down here. Did it come back to me? Is it floating or dropping? It is. Guess it's bedtime. Soon to be. Oh, come on. Swim faster. I don't want to have to do all this again tomorrow. Just want to have some... How much stupid kelp is there? Let's go. I need a magnet ring. Bing, 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 bing. Yield all this one more time. Control, Shift, and Q, 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 Q. Okay, so it was kind of bringing me back over this way, right? Did that one break? Had I guess I was back over that way. Okay. That gives me enough to think that we're good here, right? Really handy having some sand right here because we can just fill this in. And then we'll chop a tree, make some ladders. And make up for all that time the kelp wasted. Make it nice. Although once we get the portal, we're good. But having that portal could now open us up to a lot more spruce wood and harvesting them in this area too, which I love. We'd just done so many worlds prior to it that had been sprucey that it's kind of nice to not be in one for a minute. Okay. Come on. Okay. Oh. And yeah, I know I have one of these in the ender chest, which I did bring. But not too concerned. I'd like to keep that one ready. Well, bop. Bop. Okay, that seems like a good amount. And then we need sand. Kind of come over here to this little trappy looking lake. Go, come. Right. Really, we'll just trust that when we get to gravel or whatever the bottom of the here. Okay. Oh, see. Facing east, facing north. Doesn't really matter, I don't think. Um, we'll do it like this, because that one had the gravel. I'm just gonna have to move. Okay, we survived. If that had opened into a huge plummet, could have been deadly. All right. Oh, one thing I should do is get some light up there. There's our stronghold. We'll fail, but let's try to use up some of all these extra things we're inevitably going to get. Oh. There's. Hey, we made it. Awesome. We still have one too many. But we aren't done yet. Because what I usually discover, I don't know. I don't know if this is a good idea or not, but I always struggle so hard to find the actual room. So I'm just going to go straight down until I get like to like, did we just shoot through all of the stronghold? Is there any more of it? There we go. Ooh. I see you. Oh no, I see a block. Hey, like that. Library. Oh, this is interesting. All right. Well, it ended up I needed all those ladders. Oh. Get some more string. We need that. Oh, come on. There we go. Now I am way over full. These are awesome looting and exploring. There's enchanted books and treasure chests and all kinds of stuff all around in here. But I'm still sticking with my plan unless anybody can tell me different, a more automated way of getting there, surefire. We're just gonna keep going down still until I am like 100%. Yeah, we're beyond, and maybe this is it. Oh my gosh, that's scary. I keep thinking those are bricks. All right, I don't think I don't know. Doesn't seem like this is going to be deeper. So now I think we got to hunt around. Then again, this wasn't the most precise of. Uh, Come on, be it. Nope. Oh, I'm already getting. I think these always have something to do with it, but I never unriddle the. Ooh, is that our first witch of the game? I was momentarily terrified, and then I was like, oh yeah, but we have good stuff now, so don't scare me anymore, witch. All right, just a little back dungeon. Witch doing weird witch stuff on all the prisoners. Yeah, so apparently there is a like speedrunner method of like this is the surefire way. You just go down, you turn, you break some blocks, and you're like right there, and it's super fast. But I'm not a speedrunner, clearly. So, and of course I've completely lost. Came in here. I guess the iron bars on the floor would be a good indication. Maybe. If I had to guess, I think maybe it was like here. No, this looks new, dude. Oh, we got here. Put that up. So, hi, bat. Jungle. Is that new? Like we're under an ocean and a spruce forest. Why is there vines? Another cell. And that just went down to there. I think I've been everywhere. Well, at least everywhere that I've found. Poopy? Why? What? Do you know something I don't know? Like, because I don't know. There's the door, but this just came down here and did nothing. Door. Now those iron bars don't even stand out that were at the end of my. Here? My little, This went nowhere, right? Yeah. There was that zombie at the end of my ladders, right? Like, we can't completely lose the ladders. This is just back down to jails. How about this? Is this? No, that's just. Dang it. Oh, yeah, are these. Like, am I supposed to know that that's a thing? Oh, well, sure. Hey, man. You do it. You say whatever you gotta say. Again, folks coming in who don't know, I personally I try to keep. There we go. Okay, this is where we gotta be. Now, is there a different access to this little library area? Maybe. Um, We didn't think there was anything lower. Oh, what's all this? Have I been down here? This looks dark and scary. Oh. Come on. What? I mean, that's weird. Like, all of this is just so... Why is it all stoned off wall things? Crap. The thing is usually at the bottom of a staircase like that. That kind of got my hopes up. All right, what about this? Taking us up. I don't know that up is where we need to be. This is a different library? Ooh, there's some chests. Oh. Dang it. It's you, and you. Don't really advocate coming down here with a bunch of extra stuff like potions. This is why I wanted to make absolutely sure though that we had portaling stuff, so I don't even have to like find my way back in and out of here. I mean, we've got the I don't know. That probably will become very unnecessary. Well, already wasted a whole stack of torches. These things are so... I don't think there's anything else coming out of there. We came from here? Come on! That's where we came from. Was there any... No, just going on circles now. Those are just the cells. I thought there was more back this way that we hadn't looked at. Maybe not, though. If that's all one. Here we go. Oh. So many doors. Kinda, yeah. I always want to fly through this, and I just... Oh. Go this way. How that way? Come on. Oh my god. I don't know, at some point I always seem to get to that point of like, I'm just going to break every single door and start digging directionally through the whole place. And I always feel like I end up finding it that way. And it seems like, did I really hit all of those? It seems like there should be, yeah, I guess those were all just short. There should be something a little more systematic to it. If that's right. This was a new library. We haven't been this way yet. Hallway, stairs up. Ooh. This is the second library. This is the two-story library. This is the one that has all the chests in it. Let's go down to a lower level. Hey, that's nothing like the structure I normally see. Here we go. We found it. Yay. Get a couple lights up. Start. Actually, this is perfect. So this will be our little inventory chest. Oh, totally forgot. Yeah, these are silverfish. They got a little spawner here. Whoa! Oh, you broke the lava? All right. Silverfish are fun and all, but not really at all. Oh, clean that up in a second. Oh. Just give us a little bit of extra space back on this side. Because this one, we'll be touching through here pretty often, I would imagine. So we'll just try to give it some nice space. I will keep these guys. Ooh. I think that's going to get pretty annoying long term. I guess for lighting, that could open up a little bit. Definitely do that. And did something like that. Is that one? Well, let's move you in. All right, more junk. And I'm not going to need ladders. Kind of do that. And that. And we'll just go here. All right, now I do need to throw this down. That goes in. Why did I not get rid of iron bars? That can go back in. That can go back in. We have more of these than we need. But I did end up needing the full batch here. As long as we don't fall in. Oh, what? They broke the... That's why it's been so... Oh, jeez, that scared the crap out of me. Oh. That was louder than I remembered. All right. So, we got a portal. We are going to do our fight. We're going to have a blast. Hey, Jenny, how you doing? Sorry, I was just cleaning up my little portal room here. Looks like Fairy's catching you up a little bit. Wells, Jenny, I am, my heart goes out to you. I'm sorry. It looked like it was rough. I don't know if you were even watching or if you were busy at work or whatever, but it is... Yeah, it was a little bit of a footy day today, and I didn't have a chance to get in today, so I don't know if either of you guys saw the tweets. Fairy didn't sound like you had, but I had like everybody know in the kind of the middle of the game, like, hey, I am going to stream. I don't want to miss a day, but I don't have 4 hours today. So we decided to push Stardew Valley one more day. We'll do it tomorrow, where we have a full 4 hours and we can find out what Key's next big challenge is. And if it's Junimo's, I don't have to totally just burn an opportunity, right? Without at least the full opportunity to play the game. So that's the plan. I'm sorry, but kind of weighing the options, it's like, yeah, I think I'd rather have just admit, hey, sorry guys, I misjudged the timing, what we were going to have available to us, so we're going to make do with what we have. All right, this can now go back in. Now, when we go through, we got Dragon flying. We're going to fight him. I don't need a bed, significantly. We can get as many of these as we need, really. What I should do... I'd kind of like these eyes. So let's put them in there. But let's get one pearl, just in case. We got a water bucket, just in case. But more than likely, we're going to have to bridge onto the island itself. We won't need torches for the fight. Maybe later. We'll probably want one of those, and then I won't use strength until we get like full on into the fight. We blocked out all the beacons and all that kind of stuff. Then we'll start using strength when we're trying to do damage. So we'll just cycle through these, drink that one, use it to gather up some breath before we go. We got arrows. We got a good healthy bow. I don't have a backup. Let's hope my aim isn't that bad. And I think we're good to go. Let's not do it. Jenny, I'm glad you're there. I love the emotes, Fairy. Yeah, it is. It's very. I don't think vibrant is the right. I mean, I want it to be more and more vibrant all the time. So, oh crap! One last thing, because I almost didn't do this. This would have been bad. Not exactly game inventory stuff, but we do need to jot down the portal coordinates. So this is end portal, nether portal. And this will actually be a really, really important part of our transportation. So we got our F3 up. I don't want to go in, but this is... So that's 79, so it's going to be 1480 and 1360, negative 1362, 3, 1. So 2 is in the middle, and then 1480, negative 1362, 1480. $14.80. Okay, so we'll use that in the nether eventually to be able to get back in here without having to wander around through the maze and all that kind of stuff. Speed access to the nether. But for now, let's hope this works, huh? Oh, let me get rid of the chat chat blocking coordinates page. Hey, your Stardew baby is due. That's exciting, Fairy. gets the name regardless. Hey, you don't have to. Yeah, I think we talked about that. Was it during the last Stardew stream? Yeah, that's awesome. All right, 1 and a 2 and a 3. Get an advancement. Oh, this is so much better in the laptop. I was always terrified because I would come through and then it would drop me to wherever it built the platform. It was like you were falling into the void without having done a thing. It was awful. Heart Attack Central. And here it looks like we might be in the island itself. that saves us a ton of time. But it also makes us very vulnerable to Dragon's Breath from overhead, and we have no idea what way is best. This is a perfect 5x5, so let's try this way. Hi, Dragon. I'm coming. Don't worry, ma'am. Don't worry, ma'am. We'll be with you in just a second. I hear your wings. Okay, does this look like a good way to go? Whoa! Huh? Got some Dragon's Breath there. That stuff is actually very sneaky dangerous, so we want to watch out for that. But what I still don't see are pillars, so I don't know if I'm heading... Okay, there is a pillar. There's an Enderman. So I guess... Okay, here we go. We are on the edge. Let's drink this. Oh, that one already cleared. And then get after it, huh? Where's all the pillars? We got 3 massive pillars. Oh, is this just the corner? Kind of a crazy... There we go. We're gonna take a cheap shot, but he's healing, even though we haven't damaged him yet. Oh, get in there! Oh, and I think I got him while he was pulling power. All right, while he's down, there's my slow fall. While he's down at that end, I'm gonna come over here. Oh. Dodge that. Oh, that was close. Double shot. Oh, okay. Underestimated the height there. Oh. Don't worry, we'll focus on the dragon-y activity here. Oh, I should have moved. As soon as I can get some of these towers out of the way. There we go. Got the big one. I think he knows I... Oh, dude, that hole scared me so bad. Like, wait, there shouldn't be a hole in the middle of here. Get it? Come on. Come on. There it is. Might have looked at that. It doesn't help that I'm sitting like right next to him. That first one, pretty close. Okay. One more beacon. It's that other tall one. One or two. Maybe I'm missing some. Okay, dude. Slow fall does make me feel slower. Is it that one I'm still missing? Come on, Kirby. This cancels out so much of our speed running. Oh, that's why we have slow fall. He didn't get us way up in the air. Or she. Oh, did that... I can't tell. Was that the... Was that the dragon or the... this 25 seconds. All right. Do we see any other? You are going to be so much easier to hit when you're not on my laptop. All right, so now we can kind of hang in the dragon fight. So the dragon obviously has been flying around all the pillars, right? On top of all those pillars, the things I was shooting at are beacons, and they heal up the dragon, as we saw, and then it does this little like fly around bit, right, where it cruises around on the map, and then every once in a while it lands on its pedestal there. Oh, this is so easy. I have the laptop. First of all, the color contrast is terrible on the laptop. I have a lamp on next to me. It's nothing. I can see the dragon perfectly fine against the sky. On the laptop, I never knew where it was. And, well, just... Although this can be pretty maddening. So now I can't shoot him. I can melee damage him. Nope. Her. I apologize. She's an aspiring mother, just like Fairy, hoping to hatch her. Oh, dude! This is how the game likes to get a little. Oh, you're doing really good. All right, well, let's have an Enderman show up in your line of sight. Okay, survive that. Now, dragon is down. My slow falling is off, so let's get that back. And just for fun, let's now hit a strength. And then for extra fun, let's get another slow fall ready to. That would have been my fault if I looked at that guy. Where are you? Strength improves both bow and sword axe damage. See him just walking into my face? Alright, now he's down. We'll go try to get a shot in. This will... Oh, or not. Duck on here. You're too easy, dragon. Will you start dodging, I guess? Oh. Do. Come on, dragon. Come. It heard me talking smack, but that was a lot of easy shots. Oh. Now, you don't want to go to the pointy end. You want to go to the stinky end. Oh. Alright, well, it's going up high. We'll have a little snack. You know, you gotta bring snacks. Whenever you're engaged in any kind of a active pursuit, traveling far away, have some snacks. It'll make it more fun for everybody. Nice, healthy, light snacks, like steak. Here, dragon. I know I missed you guys a little bit here. Sorry. And one too late. Maybe we can get him in the final chop. Nope. There we go. And all the people were so happy. We freed to the end. Yay! Bye, Ender Dragon. See you next time. Bye. Woohoo! Yay! And then we get all the experiences. Yay! Hooray! All right, so, and there's our portal. That's what we were trying to get here. Also, notice that that had been an empty bedrock pool. It is now a portal like the other one, and we'll go through that when we're all done, but we've still got, man, we're only an hour and 15 minutes into what I guess will probably be around a 3.5 hour stream today, if I go that far, and we got more work to do in this sucker. Don't you worry. First thing we got to do is get our dragon egg. For display and fun purposes. So first thing we do, hey, let's go whack it with our pickaxe, right? Bonk. There we go. Steak. So you could have done some Junimo cart. I'm not sure. Let's go back. We already. Yeah, Charlie. We all know Top Gun, right? Was Charlie like I don't know. I don't think I knew many female Charlies, but I certainly have since. Was that start? Sure. My friend keep getting mad when we play Stardew because even when we have all the money, I still spend days picking random stuff up. Your friend is just missing out on how you're supposed to play Stardew, Fairy. That seems absolutely right. And only doing that all day. We're like again, the key challenges were the big surprise here. I didn't know we still had so many to do. That was what we were going to do for the whole rest of the 5th year. Is just run around and pick up random stuff and do some random bits of decorating or whatnot. The Ender Dragon is a Tran male cannon. I'm not that hip, dude. I don't even know what that is. But yeah, she's definitely a mommy, and it's too bad. And a lot of times I think universally everybody's like, "Oh, he's such a jerk. Let's get him." I feel bad. Every single one of these I've done, whether it's on YouTube or here, I always am talking about like, "Oh, I mean to call her," but it's tough with the pronouns with the dragon because they're so aggressive. But yeah, I could have done Stardew 100%, and I could have gone in, but it would have very, very max, it would have been 3.5 hours. And we still had to play Saturday and Sunday. That would mean that by Monday, unless I just tanked those, okay, we're just going to go to bed right away, and then wasted those, not doing what Fairy was just talking about, going around having fun in the world, we would have missed out on time after we find out what Key's thing is, and if that did happen to be Junimo Kart, then we don't have the full 4 hours to actually get as much playtime in as possible, and that first day gets wasted. Now it's a little bit, and I did think about like, okay, what I could do is do a really short stream and just stretch Saturday and Sunday so that we start the next stream on Monday morning and have that full day, but that seems kind of cheaty to the way I play the game. So full 4 hour streams. Minecraft though, whatever. If we got a little bit, I'll do a short bonus stream and have at. But didn't have that much time today. All right, Fairy, have fun. Look forward to seeing you back. I appreciate you being here for the big fight. That was awesome. All right, caught up on chat. Sadly. It was to catch up with Fairy heading out. But hey, man, we all got stuff we got to do. So we're so grateful to have him. All right, so this is a lot like gravel or sand farming. Put a torch under wherever the egg lands, because if you hit it again, it's just going to fly again. You can't break it, but torch breaks it. And so now we get an advancement for getting the egg, the next generation. And I guess I got most of this coming out of the There's there. All right. Don't need these anymore. Some of these will drop through. We'll actually find them back at spawn. Okay. Strange noises here in the end. All right. Next thing up. Now we got a cruise, and we want to take this portal, which will transport us. I think they kind of all go out. There's a ring of them, right? And you can kill the dragon. Is it 20 times? 5 to a side, maybe? So 20, 20, 21, I don't know. You can respawn the dragon as many times as you want to, but I think 20 times will get you additional portals all the way around. And I think they just go out a couple thousand blocks. Basically, if you go about 1,000, you will get to the end islands without going through the portals. But it's a nice way to start. And for us, I think... I always just wing this, and it never ends up all that balanced. But I'm always worried about that. But this time, I'm a lot less worried because we can at least handle these guys fairly decently. But yeah, that is the risk, especially if you're hanging out over the island, which at least at this point we're not. Excuse me. Oh goodness. Loop, boop. So Jenny, I don't know if you even watched or anything, but sorry, I didn't know our games were going to be on at the same time. That was kind of bummer. Like, thanks schedule, not letting us watch, but. Sorry. You guys did really good against us. So there was that. But it was fun being able to share this 2022 World Cup experience together. That was pretty cool. And yeah, I guess the U.S. has to play the Netherlands. They're pretty darn good, so the U.S.'s World Cup adventure may end on Saturday morning. Find out. So we may end up tearing all this down eventually. There have been worlds where we fought the dragon all the times, done all the portals, and had a big, beautiful setup. Not doing that just yet. Oops. I was having so much fun. Pop, 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 pop. Pop. And then kind of like I guess we'll just keep this one all square, but then I like to go an extra 3, I think. Is that what I do? Anybody remember? YouTube people, you can feel free to leave me a comment. It never has to be the same as the other ones we've done, I guess, but 3 on an edge seems pretty decent. We'll actually put up once we start unlocking more, we will put up railings and all that kind of stuff and tie it all together, make it look nice, hopefully. I'll try to make it look nice in my mind. You guys may beg to differ. That's your prerogative. Certainly, I know this is not particularly beautiful. This is utilitarian. That's what we call that. And light doesn't matter too much here. The Endermen don't care, and there aren't really other mobs to deal with. Fortunately, we did have some time with our Enderman friends, so now we can do a big old swappy shuffle, right? We are done fighting these guys. The egg can go in. These guys can come out. I'll hang on to that, and those stack. This will make our splash potions have an area of effect, right? You saw the dragon's breath would be those big purple clouds. We could make like a healing potion and throw it on the ground with gunpowder, and it would just splash and make a big a big cloud of whatever that potion happened to be. Don't know that we need to do that. So we've got a few extra things here, which at the moment I'm not too worried about. Is there anything else I want to start using now that we're going out to the islands? I think it's basically just having the blocks we can use to bridge. So the rest of this stuff will be fine. And we do want pearls, because here's how that works. If you didn't know, let's have a snack, because this can be a little sketchy too. So we pearl. You can like crouch so that you're swimming under a block. I don't know. I've always thrown a pearl, and then boom, it shoots us out to this thing. What the? Where are we? What a terrible, terrible portal. And it doesn't even make it really clear which way is home, right? Yeah, I'm sure it was. So, first of all, I think we want to options, video, and this, I don't know. I don't know enough with all this new simulation stuff, but since we can, we're going to crank everything. And this may slow us down, but it should also let us have a big old distant view. So see everything building in, because we basically doubled the size of the loaded world. So you can see all that land filled in. All this goes around. And the reason we do that is because we got cities out there, right? So we're looking to see, but this at least gives me an idea, right? Think we came from that way where there's a whole bunch of nothing and have all this, which of course is a big bunch of land. And this seems like the closest path to take to get back. This portal is the only one we know of at the moment, so we should probably do a quick grab. Also, I've never resized my notepad windows since we started. That's why I'm always hiding the chat. All right. End. Put a bunch of bangs in there to set off the section. And this is first portal. This is just so if I really get turned around, all that, we have at least a point where we can get our way back home again. Although I would much prefer to find something else, because this one looks like a huge time waster to set up and head back. So, get that out of the way. What was the close way? This way? Little sketch. Oh. Very sketchy. We fall, we die. And we got no wings, no rockets, nothing. But that's where our Enderman farm that I'd like to build will be, is using that. And there will be a lot of this stressful, sketchy experience. But the main island looks great. It's got lots of land area. I've been in some pretty deformed ones. Awesome. I even kept that straight. I thought for a minute there it was going to get off. Maybe there's a little wiggle in it at some point. But... all right, well that's our means of getting home. Oh, look at that. Boom! All right, big clap. There is no landing though. That's the problem, Jetty. You don't land. You just go into the void. We don't want to do that. So that ship, that is what we're looking for. That's where our wings are. So this city is where we're gonna head first. And normally I will Normally you have to look through because you find a few little small ones that don't have ships, and you got to wander around a lot. We'll just take that as a good sign. Now, the question is, do we have to do more bridging just to get to it? And then as soon as we get there, I'm going to dial back down those settings to normal. Or at least pull them back a ways. It might not be the worst thing to have a nice little expanded view, as long as the game can handle it, right? So I think we'll island hop here. That's the other part. This could be a really long way away, right? We have so much extra space now visible. So let's pull those down to 20. And I'm going to try to keep them in sync. I think it was Ant that was telling us, like, oh, yeah, dial them down. And these may have just been the straight-up defaults. I don't even know that I've dealt with it. Done. Back. All right. Plenty of rock. Do this. And then here we'll just go single. Hopefully, what I'm planning to do is to keep going, right? We're going to go do all this city stuff, but I would really like to find a different portal. Ideally one over land that I can use to get back to the island so we don't have to deal with all of that. Because that looked nasty. The other thing you have to watch out for when you're here in the end is if there are Endermen hanging out on those little lower levels like that, and as you're walking along placing the blocks, they look up at you, get angry, come hit you once, you fall off the little bridge you're making, and sadness ensues. So that ship might be off the island. So Jenny, how other than the news update, how was your day? I hope you're doing good. Hope life is treating you grandly. What is the little buzzy insect sound? That's horrible. It seriously sounds like you got like a little gnat in your ear as you're out here hanging out in the middle of nowhere. Man, this is bigger. Dialing up that resolution sure does extend things a bit, doesn't it? I was like, oh yeah, this will be right over. We got an island in the middle, couple long bridges. That's why I bring all this rock before we come out. Boom. Oh yeah, I'm sure. I did get a chance. I was up so late. I was just hanging out, kind of doing my thing. Had some dinner, had a little wine. As I was cooking dinner, had a little wine. I had finished the bottle, and this was pretty early. I was, not expecting anything. About I don't know, like 11 o'clock or so. I'm like, I'll go check. Sure enough, Omnizelic was just kicking off, or actually had been going for a little while, but was doing some stuff in his channel. I ended up hanging out for hours. He went to like, I don't know, way early in the morning, and I was up until the early AMs. It was snowing. It was pretty, so I kept like peeking outside to watch the snow falling and see, is it really going to start dumping? And had some tunes on independently of what he was doing. I was just chilling, listening to his chat, chiming in every once in a while. It was a blast. It was good to get to hang out for a bit. But it also sounds like he's feeling that pre-holiday customer interaction challenges that I'm sure we've talked about before. I'm sure he's going to be feeling it more and more before too. I'm not sure. I know he says, "Oh, I'm at the shop" or whatever, but I don't know exactly what he's been going on with. But definitely some customer service. It looks so quick. That was like 3 stacks, right? All right, here we are, End City. So shulkers, we're gonna get with a city this. This thing's massive. The city this size, we're gonna get a whole bunch of shulkers. Eventually, we'll find our way up into there. and bridge across to get to the boat. And at the boat are all of our really good things, but there's all kinds of goodies in here. Not the least of which is shulkers for shulker boxes. So our inventory can be wildly good. But yeah, I haven't yet. What, dude? What? Oh, I got elevated. Uh-oh. Having the Enderman angry at me is not. This was not a glorious start. Oh, dude. All right. Can I? Oh, crap. All right. Stop hitting me. Coming? Oh, dude. No. Oh, man. It's just getting so bad. Oh. Whew. Here, we'll go up here. Come on. Ah, God, I'm so sorry. Ah, the big sneeze while I had. Oh. Oh. Where are you guys? Oh, dude. Well, the dragon fight was good. This is starting off awful. Oh. I was shooting. There's at least one shulker shell. And I've got that Enderman to worry about still. There's a shulker. There's another. That was what we were talking about. Oh. Sorry. Three shulker shells. Oh, what? What? All right. Well, let's try to get over to this chest. If I can float up, I will be happy. Oh, that was perfectly timed. All right. So, throughout these things, there are treasure chests with some pretty good stuff. I mean, we don't need the iron and all that. We've already got better stuff, but you'll find diamond tools and all kinds of stuff. And the ender chests that you find here, just like any others, are linked to my inventory, but we can pick up all the extras and kind of be good to go. And oh, I forgot a block there, I think. Weep, weep. There. All right. Oh. All right. Let's just go. Oh, I hit that. Oh, when they're shut, you can't do anything to them, so you got to kind of... You bastards. Oh, no. This is... Oh, crap. Alright, make sure we're... Ah! I was using the wrong thing! Dang it! Yep. Alright, well, we're at the top now. Yeah, sorry about that sneeze, Jenny. I'm sure that was deafening. It was. It really wanted to come out. Now, ooh, sounds like that's where the. That's it's pretty sketchy. I was wondering about just crossing over. I don't think I can make those. Oh, dude, what I can't do is tell it once they see that one. It hit while he was. Oh no, those are actually missing. That's probably a waste of time. All right, let's try to come back. Oh, God. Oh, who's here? Blah, blah, blah. Blah. Got him. Even though I got the effect. I guess there's one more still in here. Lots of diamonds. And I brought three. I don't think we need to bother with it. Do we? Oh, those are coming from the ones outside. All right, let's grab this. We'll have a whole stack of these when we're done. Oh. Okay. Oh no! 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 Get over to an edge. I don't want to go all the way back up again. Yeah. No, I have headphones in. I know too, or over the ears, but you know, two of them right in there. Oh, oh no! Stay inside. Now where did? Oh, cracker. There's a shell. Oh, there you are. Ah, F1. See, you can hit them. It's not like I'm just trying not to. And then sometimes those guys will teleport away. Where are they still shooting from? Oh, right there. He's hiding in front of the window. That one dropped. Six. That's three. Two per box. So six boxes. Or three boxes. Pick that up again. All right. Somebody dropped one I saw. Maybe I already got it. Must have already gotten that, I guess. I just, I want to go all the way up the room. So well constructed. And the heat in this room. compared to like my whole big living room is so much warmer. It's where like the big vent hangs out of. All right. Okay, that helps that. Now if I fall, I've only got myself to blame. And is okay. It looks like there's something up there. If I'm just coming up to a tower with nothing. Oh, that's that. Yeah. Still 7, so I guess I just didn't get a shell from him. And I don't know that there's any reason for me to really be up here. Further away from the boat. It's now way over there. One thing that you can do when you're up on top of these towers, you can sometimes see other shulkers that have like teleported out to the other sides of stuff and get rid of them. But from this view, there's one shulker up there, there's one in there, and then there's one inside the boat. So we will do our best to get over that way. Going down is so much more tense. I already looked in here, right? I did. Now, anybody... That was where we came from, but there was still one of them whomping around and shooting at me, but I don't see it from this side. Oh, no, that's a block. Sometimes they like to hang out right underneath. All right, nothing there. But here... Okay, no shell, so we don't have to worry about that. And this one's just gonna hang out there, huh? It's probably smart. Oh. At least I got one shot on him. Yep. So this should be quick. I don't know if there's anything else in there. Nope, just a room. Oh, look at this though. See you. And that one did drop a shell. Okay, now, I think this is where there are a bunch of them down below us, right? And I don't know where his little shell was likely to have fallen, if it went all the way down or not. But that middle hole is pretty terrifying, frankly. Okay, this is where the little edge is. There we go, got it. Awesome. 4 shulker boxes. And with the exception of whatever it is that's clacking and crunching around, which is maybe down, I think we're pretty good in here. See it? It's probably on an outside wall. I think I just ran past. Okay, there's the boat. Oh, dude! Oh, that was not pleasant. But there's a shell. They're shooting at each other. Which is cool with me. Something's still shooting. Let's be outside, though. And, nah. I will take this, because we know I can lose them. Now I can lose all I want. I can just leave a whole trail of them everywhere I go. There. I hear an Enderman whooshing around. I know this drill, right? Yourself, sir. Since I can't see when it's opening. There we go. Got him. No! Oh, dude. I used to build all of these staircases up, and it's really not the worst idea, because they are so easy to run into trouble on falling. You see any of them? Up there? It's been so long since I've had to actually climb the stairs here. Alright, now this one, I'm going to put a thing every few, just because I think... Oh, maybe this is just a narrow tower. Yeah, and you do run that risk. Oh, I should be moving. My own bow and arrow could probably more severely kill me. Aha! Okay. There's the shell. So that one's done. I think right about here we're going to get some hallways. So let's do there and there. Kind of a nice midpoint, right? Oh, that's our boat. All right, well, that's cool. But then where's the guy who's shooting? I didn't even... We were at 8 the last time I really looked. Now, was there anything up here? Just, oh, yeah. On the window ledge. Alright. Let's go get our wings. First, a bit of... Oh, so close. Done. One hit. Oh, get him, Kirby. Got this. Right over the top. Oh, he closed just in time for it. There we go. All right. So here. Oh, and that is... At least we got some other building stuff. I'm still not sure if this is... We're just going to get these couple out of the way. A lot of times the ship is up a lot higher. I've had to like build stairs up, but I feel like we're pretty good on level. Try not to look at the Enderman. Okay, we're out beyond, out beyond the land now. Oh, but we did get some experience. Okay, uncrouch. Break. There. Alright, inside. Okay, and that one crashed. That's it. So now there aren't any more of these guys we have to worry about in here. And there they are. Oh! We're in the ship. There's some obsidian here. It's nice. We get 2 different treasure chests, but most importantly, oh, sky's the limit. And a couple treasure chests that are usually pretty decent. Prot 4 mending pants. Again, you know, if you're coming out here with less, you might easily upgrade. What are our pants prot 4? They are. So there's, I guess, spare pants, right? We might someday need them. Some beet seeds. I think we're good. Thanks, though. We do have here a couple instant health 2 potions and a brewing stand. And up here... oh. That's why we come all the way up here. And here is the... I don't want to... This always gets a little nappy. Let's fill that in. And just so I have a little bit of maneuvering room. Hopefully we don't drop it. What? Oh, that was so weird. I mean, I'm gonna leave cobblestone all over this map, but for some reason to me the boat seems like I shouldn't just leave it a total mess. It's angular now. Alright, all these blocks are great, but I don't know if I'm ready to start gathering them yet. So let's leave all those. And those. Everything else we can bring back. How's our time? 4:30. Okay. Still got pretty good. Do not fall. 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 Whew, we didn't fall. All right, I think we're done here. There may be some just stuck to the outsides of walls, but we don't want to. Oh, that's a little tight there. All right, boat. Good. I hear you. I don't see you. Now, which way have we already gone? There's our boat. So this is the edge. This is the way we came in. So we've done all that? Oh my gosh, look at all those on the roof there. So I guess we already got all 3 of those, right? And having done the ship, I think we went... Oh no, he is up there. So let's get you, our little friend. This is a mess. Oh, dude! I almost knocked myself off the thing. Alright, well, here we go. You know what? We'll fix that if we have to. Go ahead, open. Oh, are you open right now? What? Who was that? Shooting me. And no thingy. Just kind of float right there. Whoop. Dang it. Why does he get to shoot two? Well, at least I got his shell. There might be another one, I guess. Da, 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 da. Oh. Oh, shh. Alright, so there's one, like, on the bridge, I guess? Oh! I don't even know. Is this the... Okay, this is a hut. No, I was like, am I backing up towards the boat? That could be deadly. What? Where? Who? Oh, somebody else got me. All right, I saw no... Shoot. Get right under there. Oh, what? Where? Where you at? It's always right as you're about to fall that you... Who was shooting at me? Through all that. Guess we'll go ahead and get those. Alright, now I hear it immediately. Here, no see. There. Just XP. Alright. That little buzzy sound. I think that's new. Gotta be kidding me. Just will they burn when I'm hitting them all, like not hitting them every time they open? 'Cause I'm sure I'm building fires over there. Curvy here is going to be retired, although Curvy did fine work. I'm trying, man. I'm trying to put you out of your misery. He's like, I'm not in misery. What are you talking about? Do we see anything? Did I miss anybody coming up here inside? Because we kind of got floated there at the end, right? All kinds of you. Ooh, this is the best way. Now, are those? Ooh. Sounded like a shot, doesn't it? I see XP. I don't see any shells, though. So, we're good. Okay. That was the whole ship structure. That is the whole... Oops. I've done it now. Also. Ah! Well, now you're going to get it. 18. Nice. 9 boxes. That's a nice little row of inventory. All right, so that one was good. Now, have we been over here? I think so. Where was I seeing all those other ones on the roof that I couldn't hit? That wasn't these two guys. Are they up there? Or over here? Don't know. Do I hear anything over here? Not really. I think this is where I stood to check those. I think these other guys were... Oh, damn it. Oh, who's... Oh, I got popped up early, so I haven't even gotten... I never came through. Oh, my goodness. All right. Well, there's that. Whoa. Oh, you... There's still one out there. That's 20. 10 shulker boxes. Who's out here? Where are you? Anything right above our head? Oh, creepers. I mean, creepers. Burn your Minecraft monsters from Habbage. You'll call them whatever you want. Oh, well. Gotta be sticking on a wall somewhere, right? Or am I just hearing Enderman? Is that Enderman noise? Guess we'll get all this XP since I haven't gone anywhere. Still level 69. Yay! Alright, so we hadn't done all that. I don't know. 20 is so good, but... I think we're good. We've done awesome. Awesomely well, and what we want to do now is see if we can find another portal home. So this is the way we came. Remember, we went across and across. So I think what we're going to do... Oh, there it is. I love this end. This end has been fantastic. Yay, end. Now, it could still have a big gap between us and it, but... It's all good. We could probably even go around, but I'm just going to come over to this hill. Seems good. Right, guys? do have enough, I assume. It'd be a pretty big shock if we ran out on this crossing. Got like 5 stacks, so boom. Nothing like placing blocks. The inky blackness of the void. It's way down there. I wasn't looking at the stack. Checking the chat. Thanks to everybody that's been here hanging out, watching the dragon fight. Fairy, Jenny saying hey, hanging out in the chat. You guys have been awesome. Hope everyone else is doing well. Got some lurkers. Have had some lurkers. Oh, beyond too. Okay. And then here, because it's so conveniently close to the ground, I don't even need to worry about stuff. I'm just gonna make a nice little stairs up. Because if we fall past it, we'll be alright. So now we just do the return reverse. Okay, well. So that brings us back to our starting portal here, right? This is where we started the fight. Remote getaway. Nice. That's fun. And here we go. I'm not gonna make you sit through them all unless you guys want to. If anybody hasn't or cares to read the full credit roll, you gotta speak up now. I mean, I'll gladly take a break and go hang out if people in the chat want it. But my plan is to not. We'll acknowledge it as we go through. I'm just gonna take a sip of coffee here. Well, actually, no. I'm just gonna go. Bop. And for folks who don't know, this is the original. That's why it was called The End, right? This was the first Minecraft boss battle. Notch wanted a boss, a progression through it. It was a sandbox game, but he wanted it to have a progression, and this built in. And so this was from the very, very, very early part. But the credit part is just you can check it out online. You can you can go beat the dragon yourself and read it through for yourself. I won't ruin it all. It's a little weird. It's like two interdimensional things talking about you and how you perceive the world. We're all thinking he was on something. It's very creative. That being said, we're getting out of here. Escape. There we go. So yeah, check that out. And then here we go. We are right back at original spawn. I'm gonna mark it because that's a good way to do it. Remember when we found that shipwreck and we're like, oh, awesome, let's go get some shears or see if there's some iron. We got some iron, made some shears, sheared our sheep, made a bed, survived the night. Here, we need our one of many ender chests to get our bed back out. Blop. And here we are, back home again. And for many of you guys, this is pretty familiar. We've been back here a few times. Most recently, when we were trying to get spiders before we went to the gold caves, right? We came over here, spent the night fighting monsters. It was... Ooh, I don't know if we've really ever seen that. It was significant in that it was kind of the first time we really fought. And the reason why we ended up back at spawn was that we had slept on our way out to the nether portal. And or to the end stronghold, I should say, and then picked up that bed. If we'd left a bed or slept at one at the end stronghold and then just left it in place, we would have come back from the end right there. But spawn is perfectly good with us. So none of this is conducive to what I talked about, which is it would be really cool to find a narrow bit in here where we could just cut a canal and make our boat trips from home to this part of the ocean not all windy. Now, we got wings. Those will be handy, but I don't have a creeper farm set up yet, so gunpowder and rockets are going to be a problem. We'll get there, don't worry, because we got to make TNT now to go get netherite. But so I'm looking to see if this gets pinched down by a couple rivers into a narrow little stretch. Otherwise, I think we'll eventually end up back at our farm. I mean, this is kind of where we found the parrot, right? There's our farm up there. But none of this seems like, oh yeah, it's all connected. You can get through winding kind of around the villagers and back up this way. There's another parrot. Oh, look at y'all. It's like a whole little avian colony here. So I guess that is still the best way. It's just so twisty-turny to get there. But I hadn't made this particular walk, so I figured, yeah. Hey, what's up, buddy? You're our very first panda we ever saw, but we haven't found you a friend that's close. I think we can put pandas in boats, couldn't we? Can I boat him over? There you are. Oh, well, I can get you guys together. Awesome. That's fantastic. And maybe this is the problem. This doesn't cut through. I've always thought it did. Oh, it kind of does. It's just not. No, it doesn't at all. So we just got cut right here, and then we can connect in here, go around the thing, and we'll be out to the ocean without having to wind all the way back around in that way. So future project right there. Our next project that I'd like to get done before the end of the stream is to go netherlink the end portal, nether portal, to a portal in the nether, so we can connect to that one. That's what I'm... Okay. So much goodies. Why do I have an egg? Now, of course, we have another storage factor. End stuff. These definitely go down in trophy stuff, though. And they can... the egg is in here, I'm sure. Egg. We'll figure out a way to decorate with those eventually. We'll actually have more wither skulls as well. The elytra are probably next up. These guys can go in the spare gear section. We got some loot. Got some pearls. It's weird. I keep these. Eventually, we're going to have just double chest after double chest of those, but for a moment at least, let's go put some of these potions away. Bop, bop, bop. Bottles. Bop. Instead of running all over the place, let's just plop. Up, 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 up. Regen. Where did I put them? Here. Strengths. Slows, and then Regen. Night vision. This is going to be the bundle of brewed but not regularly used potions. Indie stuff. Cobbly stuff. Eyes, which we could now use to make more ender chests, but that kind of becomes unimportant when we've got so many. I don't need the blaze powder carried around. The rest of this stuff isn't the worst in the world. I do need to make more chests that turn into all of our shulker boxes. And we're going to have to come up with a whole storagey system deal. These go here. Here. And now in this chest, we got all the regular stuff. Really, this is kind of dumb because I should be putting all this into shulker boxes instead, but let's get it out of the way. And I just saw something that I really didn't. Oh, the bars. I don't need the bars. They are buildy blocks. I don't know why, how, where, why, if I've just been, I don't know how I run out of chests so fast, but why they got to be vertical, I never knew that. Well, 10 wonderful, awesome shulker boxes. Fantastic. Next thing, I don't know if we have any flowers for dyes. What are we going to do about that? Gotta go find some dandelions, I guess. But, man, for now, can I make... I'm just going to make one white. Oh, dude, come here. These are not even the colors I want to use for most of our storage and sorting. I got all kinds of colors that work. But we'll get a blue chest and we'll get a white chest. That can go away. And now here. We're going to do a supplies and a tools and equipment. I don't even know which of these is which. Tool, equipment, yeah, sorta. Supplies, you. This will get more refined eventually, I promise. Supplies. And these are a lot of this is very open to interpretation. Extra picks, that is the fortune picks, that has remained distinguished. All right, so now the ender chest is good. We can dump all of these back in there. And then we got white. How many? Blue's enchanted, right? Diamond stuff, diamond tools are in the blue box for now. Usually yellow. Orange is explosives and stuff. Reds are potions. Those are the three that I use. And then I don't need you sitting in the middle of my floor anymore. Go in there. And then those two can go in there. So I've got all of that to use for extra collection of materials and stuff when I'm out and about doing my thing. That goes there. What do we got? I got about a half hour. So, like looking for a actual piece of paper with the coordinates that are on the notepad on my screen. Let's at least get these set. Negative 1362. Where's the old trusty dusty calculator? 1362 divided by 8. 170. And 1480. 185. And I should be very careful not to miss the negative on this guy. 185. Boom. Boom. No, I don't want to save as. I just wanted to save. I know I should just be using keyboard cut, but I got to click around anyway. All right, no more calculator. Negative 170, negative 185. That is, I've already noted coordinates for the farm village. I didn't know Oh, that's the close one, and so that's negative 8738. I guess that's just the only other one. All right. Well, we'll figure out which way we're gonna go. Let's go. I think we can get this done. Famous last words. Switch you. We got food. We got a couple torches, but I don't think we're gonna need a ton of torches. Negative 170, 185. Negative 170, 185. Annoying screen. Negative 170 is going to be that way, and 185 is going to be that way. Now, I think I would like to have this be kind of like the causeway. And just have the crossroads kind of boom, boom, right? So, negative 170, we're only about 100 blocks, and 185, we're about 130. So, I think I'll take it this way and then curve up. It's going to kind of be a square. But we'll see what we do. Let's get 2 tools going. I don't even know if I have enough netherrack yet. Couldn't hold off magma blocks? Boom. Okay. How'd that get us? About halfway? Okay, Gasty. Trying to get these so we can build our way out, but I guess I should really go get some deep slate and build it the way we want it, right? Got loads of deep slate. That was such a big section, so annoying. And I mean, all that's going to be kind of caverny, right? But here, oh, I'm leaving all this up. I guess if we're going to go back for Deep Slate, I don't need to have that up in front of the screen. I was like, oh, well, we haven't really gotten there yet, but light work of gravel. So now we can get flint easily. Those we just plow through like everything else, because why not? Try to avoid walking off the edge. I don't know where old Gasty is. Screaming babies, right? The Gaga Goo Goose. Alright, all that's done. Now let's go get Deep Slate. Oop. Can dump. Very quickly, we'll start to need storage, I'm sure, but I've got some here. Again, to all the followers, welcome. If you're just driving by in the browsing, just had a dragonflight, hardcore vanilla Minecraft. We don't race our way to milestones, but there are some episodes where we get a bunch of stuff. So we got our wings. I don't have any way to power them yet, but we can get those enchantments applied. So you can see, with the dragonflight under my belt, I got a lot of levels. So I think we're gonna bring it all we can. I think we're just gonna take some time, probably in the next episode, to do a bunch of book enchants, use up all that, so we can get high level enchants, right? But we're gonna be looking at tools, trying to get Fortune 3, rolling books, and if we see things that our villagers don't have for us, we will endeavor to... These empty? What was I doing in here? Let's make this our stone section. And then this was gravel. This is silk, so no flints. Bring those just in case. And we do have the ender chest, so we can go dig out obsidian and all that too. Oh, not bad. I mean, it's down to 25 minutes. I think we started this kind of recently. Now, we gotta go back to this, and we gotta look negative 170. Wait, that's not the one. We're trying to get to 185, and we are getting to about 100. So about 85 blocks to go, and just come down this side first. See if we bump into that ground before we get there. 70. 60. 50. Alright, well, I can't. You tell me I can't stick stuff to... Okay, gravel. Start acting like gravel. Obviously, we're not going to get there right with these, so... Okay. Oh, now we gotta get back to our if 3 action. 40. A little quicker than placing the blocks. Oh, a new plan. Whenever these magmas get in the way, I'll just turn around. Do the whole thing at once. Another little patch. Can't really see. The numbers are super helpful but annoying. Good. I guess we'll switch over to these. Might as well. Okay. 5. So we'll do that many. Go. And I think if we want to be on 185, let's go. I'd like to stay closer, but let's give it the 5 blocks. All right, so we'll go here and then just see what we're in for. Always something to break it up. Our journey. And now we're trying to get to negative 170. So getting there. That was a pretty good little batch. If we can do this, we can get most of it done really quick. It's when we have to bridge that we run into issues. 50 more. Wonderful. Boom, boom. Okay. Do I want to gold pants and or do I want to pick up all these blocks? Is a question. So now I can start. Really don't have a whole bunch extra space. Maybe we'll have enough though. Look at us. So loud. So loud. Reaper! How you doing, man? Wacky Gravel. How you doing, Reaper? Good to see you again. Yeah, we just did a little dragon where I'm just trying to link up my my portal here to the one that we got in End Stronghold so that I can get easy access back to the Dragon Island and all that good stuff. We'll keep both of these in. Obviously, the ender chests are good. So we're just trying to get to negative 170 on the X and set up. I guess we'll have to build. That stinks. It would, if it could have been right in the middle of this, would have been great. But we may get hog stuff here, and I'm a little worried about that. Not because I'm scared to fight them, but because, oh, you're stuck. Oh, that's good. As long as you don't figure out how to get back up or have buddies. Let's try to get out of ways, and then maybe we can use the bow to clean stuff up. Alright, well, we're cruising here. 20 blocks. And then we'll be building off to my right, which will probably, if things go as expected, be right in the middle of this lava waterfall that we've been looking out at. I'll probably go up to 80 here just to have some overlap, and like we did in the other one, have a little boundary where we can make the path extend beyond. There we go. All right, 181. How about that? Told you. Right in the middle of that sucker. That might keep us from getting done here tonight. We got over 15 minutes. If we can maybe get that lava source taken care of. Normally I like to keep them flowing, but I don't think I need them flowing over the top of the little portal stand. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Sorry, my friend, you're terrifying me. And I don't want... It's too much trouble to get out my my gang colors, my gold pants. So Yeah. Sorry about that. Can I get your XP though? Nice. Alright, a little snack. So we need to be at here and over just a few more, another 7 blocks, right? Right in the middle of there. So it'll be under that big red tree. But I think we can best begin this by just making a big old platform. And if I come right through here, I think we'll go with netherrack. It'll be quicker to get back down again. Don't need this. Kinda need to be focused up. Hope no hogs are waiting. Alright, I think we're decently safe. Really wouldn't mind keeping that and just kicking it off so that it's all going off to that side. Can I? Nice. So I'm kind of thinking we just kick everything we can this way. Does that look like everything else is getting cleared except for over here? And that'll give us some lava hanging down, but I kind of want to watch this and make sure that none of it just spills back over the top. And then we'll erase the pillar. Bump, 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 bump. Oh, you guys can't come get me. Too bad. So sad. Bump, 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 bump. There's a lot of lava. But this is what I keep. So that's all going, but that's going to stay. So we're going to have to go back down from there. Of course, there's one, always one. Oh, this isn't even... the trouble level yet. Here... oh boy. Oh, I thought I heard a crossbow getting ready to be drawn. Please don't shoot me into the lava. I would most assuredly prefer you do not do that. It's good prep work, though, for trying to get our netherrack. Man, that's going to just sit there spilling the whole way, isn't it? Can I do something like this that would move it and break the flow? Like, I end it here and then I end it there. Oh, what? Alright, well that's maybe cool. I don't know how much That seems like that's going to be plenty of room, right? Because that was kind of in the middle of our area, so we're way over here. So if I go up, I think I can still reach there. Now will that all spill over and around? Oh, this is so sketchy. There. Now I don't even need that one. But did that spill back all the way? I think we're better, aren't we? Oh, this is sketch. Don't like dropping back. Like that. All right. And of course, we now have hogs, which are the most annoyingly arrow-proof mobs around. That I think we can clean up for the portal, right? So all that's going to require hose and all that. This is not going to quite get us done. What's our... This is 170. 170 is right in the middle. So if we do that, and then get these to here. We need to be at 185. So we're actually really close. It's going to be like right there. But, oh, maybe I won't put anything in there. Zip. 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 Oh, I put in one too many there, didn't I? Those are going to be our... Did I leave a box down there? No, I think I picked it up, didn't I? Oh. Oh, now they're in here. Blue for enchanted tools, right? Well, let's double check this. So I'm at 170, 184. We want to be at 170, 185. So that's going to be dead center. And then these will be our sides. Man, oh man, that's annoying. All right, well, at least now we got our place marked. And I don't know how we're going to accommodate this lava. Oh, I see that box, and I think it's a skeleton on top of me. 1, 2, 3. Can at least break some of these to get the portal down. One, 2, 3. So this is 4. Now, even though we're not done here, I think we can, at least for now, we can just protect with lava, right? No hoglins coming through, and there's a big old lava lake. Although that's no good. Why would you just stop like that, lava? Everywhere else here in the Nether, you're toxically, horribly flowy. Except when I could actually use you to be flowing. And here you're not at all. That's awful. Think here, and I don't know, this is a little wacky-do, but then here, I've got two out there. Okay, one down. This is going to be a little tedious, but very much worth it. Wacky gravel indeed. Up. Alright. Good enough there. This is going to come out. So is this. This gets here. Stuck a little. Wait. Yeah, that's right. Two on this side. And we're going to go 2 to the back here. Because enough's enough. Up there. That's just annoying. I hear you. Or I don't. Why are we at different... Oh, this was the starter block. That's right. Oh man, I got a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4. I know. Now you're gonna come, and it's gonna all get... Oh, gonna get so bad. I'm sorry. I don't trust you. Go ahead and bring these out as well. I think we're gonna go right there. Oh, this is a bigger section, isn't it? There. I was just going to do the back wall to get us secure, but once you start going, it's like, all right, let's just go. That creaky, branchy sound thing sounds so much like a being drawn bow. Constantly thinking somebody's about to get me. All right, here's the main priority. Get this wall filled in. Right? Because if we fill this in, then the hogs and the piglins can't get us. At least the ones that just spawn there. I don't know if they are likely to spawn in here, but that makes me feel a lot better, actually. Up, 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 up. Up. And I think on this one, if we do any torch lighting at all, it will be on the portal itself. Didn't even get these started. So I think here we'll have the posts on the trail edge itself. What the... Is that right? It looked so wrong. Okay, that's fine. And then these will have the extension of the path, so this will actually be the wall of the whole pathway. That's why I didn't kick that out. And we'll have the opposite wall over here, which will give us a little bit more ghast protection. It's hard to hit as a shulker box at range, dude. Like, there was imperceptible difference of up and down, and I go a mile beyond him or way short. Dead? Hey, Sanka, you dead? Come on, my God. Why are they so anti-arrow? Dude. Stupid. Okay, so we're short on glass, but this bit will come out here. So at least give us a little mesh to keep the ghasts fireballs off. So unfortunately, I really don't know what we're going to want to do for causeway stuff. It's not a big deal because these can all be a little bit unique for their stations. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That seems kind of good. Swear that sound. Mm. 1, 2, 3. And can I? Oh, can't. Totally did it too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I didn't even go the one extra I needed to. So there's that. And this will keep that as a 5 as well. So let's do our marker posts, which I then should be able to reach. And we'll come 2, 3, 4. Oh, one too many. Go here. well, here, let's even close this one off. I'll just jump internally and then reach up to close that out. So these will just be supports for the glass blocks up above, but will make it a little tougher for the ghasts that might be out here to shoot through until we get our glass situation sorted. Now, I do have these guys. I'm thinking that from the outside, this would be the way to go if we wanted to get the most use out of them. Box. Right, because I think that would be the angle that the ghasts would actually take to shoot at our windows, or at the portal through our windows. Don't fall into the lava when I've made it so difficult to get out of it into here. Alright, that's good. That's good. And 19 left. Let's go here. I'll just try to ring as much of this as I can. Making it less and less likely that the gas can actually get a fireball through all these. 7. Come over this way again, I think. Well. Okay. Not complete, not perfect, but decently better. Can I get... Nice. Alright, that's a start. Low ghast can totally wreck my day here, but we do now have the tools and the means to take care of that a little bit. So I guess I do need the blue shulker just to get a portal lighter. Bump, bump, bump. Let's grab up all these. Let's do this last task, and hopefully that's Lincoln. All right, put these up high as we can. Maybe we'll have something else in here. Like that. I don't know if hoglins or piglins or anything like that are likely to. No, perfect though. So that's just what we want. Now we can come from here, pop up here, and head home. If we've got a bed set, it will take us back home again, and we'll be more likely to have slept at home if we were out like in the villagers or whatever. Yeah, but yeah, then we just got a nice little trek. Whenever. Get these real quick. While we've got the materials and everything, why not? Boom! I could do all that too, but yeah, let's focus on using what we've got here. Oh. Never cleared any of that either. We can call that Reaper's located gravel there. Reaper's located gravel. Reaper's wacky gravel, because it's the stuff that doesn't fall. He was here to enjoy it. Boom. Couple more little spots here. And we are done for today, at least. Certainly not all the way done, but that is a very nice add. Having access to the end portal. Very good stuff. Oh man, I'm getting very tight on time. You. Old standby here. Next time. You and you and you and you. You go back in there. Do I have any material-y stuff? Yes, the obsidian. There. And so storage system's going to have to be on the list at some point. We can keep limping it along, but it's basically going to be a basement project along with the amethyst farms and all that. Now that we got the tools, all that stuff is easily in play and accessible. I'm not sure what we'll take on next. Let me know in the comments if you're over on the YouTube side. Chatters, always feel free to drop in and offer your own feedback. We got to get we got to get Slimes to go Team Frogs. Fairy Floss Monster wants to get has requested a frog, and Fairy was going to get whatever kind of animal Fairy wanted over here. I do need an extra name tag to get that done, and we don't have it yet, so we'll have to go hunt for some name tags. We still need to find, man, you know what? Just love having the maps in the background of this. The little lava flow here, and beach with the big X on it there. Love it. Always liked hanging those up. As soon as they brought the treasure maps in, that kind of became my the whole. I haven't done a painting since the Life Aquatic update, because I'm just like, oh yeah, I got decorations that mean something to me more than the little paintings. But maybe we'll do some paintings this time around. Because I've kind of already gotten to the point where I'm like, do we need to go do the shipwreck stuff? So, with that being said, clean start for tomorrow. We will need to make more. We got to go chop trees, among other things, and we may start a tree farm. Set that up somewhere, maybe over by the. Maybe we can make a bubble elevator straight up through the end stronghold where we can access from below and then go up to the deal. If we just start looting all that and clearing it all out, eventually we'll find the ladders. We can either use the ladders or make a bubble elevator closer to our own portal and shoot up to the top. Could put a spruce tree farm over there. So it isn't right here on our base, but if we need lumber, then we can just go. Otherwise, we can just go exploring in all the various jungle and chop down a bunch of jungle trees, which would take us about, 20 minutes to go find a spot away from here, clear it all out with our awesome tools, and then bring it back. 69 levels, so a lot of enchanting to come. But I really mean it this time, guys. Tomorrow, I may have stuff going on in the evening, but my day is wide open. Excuse me. So that's when we're definitely doing the next Stardew. We will get on to that Monday. Hopefully the new installation all is very stable and good. I'm tested it. I don't know. I don't know that it would have had any issues if we weren't streaming or vice versa. Who knows? But hopefully it's got a new install and it won't crash anymore. It will be all good. That's all I got. Having an awesome time. Thank you all so much to everybody that participated. Located Reaper, Welsh Jenny 1984, and Fairy Floss Monster. You guys all rock. Thank you all so much for your support and adding to the chat. All you lurkers, I know you're in and out, hanging out, got other stuff going on a Tuesday. Well, I hope your night is well. If you're in one of the lands of snow, stay warm out there like I'm going to. And we will catch up again tomorrow. Stay awesome, my friends. I will see you soon. Bye now.